coming up. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. It doesn't seem like much on the surface, right? But it is still an AFC North rivalry game. It is still going to be a must-see TV game. It is still a game that we finally get to see the Pittsburgh Steelers on primetime TV yet again. And many people, like my man Mark D, are not sold on the Pittsburgh Steelers' success so far this season. On Thursday Night Football, we get to see them play divisional foe Cleveland Browns. So I got to ask you guys this question. What do we expect to see out of the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday? What do we want to see from the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday? The first thing that I expect from this game, the Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, which will be streaming on our Discord, guys, is that this is going to be a single-score game. I expect this to be a single-score game. Whether it's 17-10, whether it's 13-10, it is going to be a one-score game. Let's just be honest. Much as this is a rivalry game, much as this is a division game, much as this game kind of got a little bit of hype, it's still a Thursday night game. It is still a Thursday night game, and Thursday night games suck. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're not very good. The Pittsburgh Steelers are coming off a big win over the Baltimore Ravens, but this is still a divisional game. I expect to see a one-score game, 17-10, 17-13 type of score. I expect the Pittsburgh Steelers offense to be average like they've been all season long. I also expect to see Mike Williams get involved more. Since being traded from the Jets to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I thought it was a great move. A great move. He has only had one catch. One catch for 32 yards. It was a game-winning catch versus the Commanders, but it is time for you to use Mike Williams. I expect Mike Williams to get 8, 9, 10 targets in this game, to equivalent to about 6 catches, right? I want to see the bar start going Mike Williams' way because he will make or break your postseason. Mike Williams is the X factor for the Pittsburgh Steelers this postseason. Start to use him, start to get him acclimated into this offense, right? The next thing that I expect to see Preston Smith start to find his way around that defense. Alex Highsmith will miss this game versus the Cleveland Browns with that ankle sprain. I do believe it is. And before Alex Highsmith got hurt, you traded for Preston Smith 4 times like this to add depth. Let's see him start to get some stats. Let's see Preston Smith start to do some work. Let's see Preston Smith start to step up and kind of insert himself into this defense, because the Pittsburgh Steelers defense depth is key in the playoffs and the Super Bowl run that they might do, right? So, guys, what do you expect to see from the Pittsburgh Steelers? What do you want to see from the Pittsburgh Steelers? I expect those things. And John says this is a rivalry game. It is a rivalry game, and we love ourselves some rivalry games. John also says that Mark is just a Russ hater. He is. He hates Russ. Hates Russ, right? James Frank says, I still don't think my guys have a chance, but like you said, it is a rivalry game. Oh, and the Browns are 6-0 or something like that on Thursday Night Football, but will still probably lose. James, last season, I looked up the stats, and home teams on Thursday Night Football won 75% of the time. This year, Thursday night games have been a lot more rivalry games, right? So we've gotten that kind of bad blood, right? Like we've gotten these division games on Thursday night, which kind of makes you step up a little bit more. But historically, Thursday night games, you have 4 days of rest, right? You have Sunday to rest, Monday, Tuesday, put in the plays, Wednesday is travel, walkthroughs, etc., right? Vanilla defense, vanilla offense, usually on Thursday night games, and the home team normally comes out on top. They're home, whatever, extra day of practice. So it is going to be a close game. It is going to be a close game, win, lose, or draw. Laura says the Steelers better lose. Why? Because you don't want the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And Kevin says, I expect a serious ass whooping. I never expect that from any division game whatsoever. Whether it's the Bills when they play the Patriots and Jets to like end the season, or it's the Steelers versus Ravens, or if it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Raiders, right? I don't ever expect to see an ass whooping because you do know this team very, 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 very well, and just division opponents always play each other close, especially in the AFC North, right? I don't think there's ever been really that blowout game. John says, what is the over-under? Over-under on the points is 36.5, and Pittsburgh's favored by 4.5. So under 36 points. So Kevin says the Boz is going to make them 6 field goals. Hey, I have him as my kicker. I don't mind that one bit. James Frank says the Browns will the Browns defense just completely give up? I hope that Juan Thornhill is sitting on the bench. And I don't think the Browns defense ever will give completely up, right? I just think the Browns are better than that. I think the Browns mentality is better than that. Also, if you think about the Browns, right, their coach is kind of fighting for their life. So